Good morning. It's my pleasure to welcome one of our new graduates of the class of 2020, Jose Jagras from the Tallahassee Regional Campus, to give the opening invocation.
Please bow your heads and join me in prayer. I want to begin by giving thanks to God, for He has granted us the privilege to be here today. Thank you, Lord, for being faithful throughout these past 27 months. Thank you for always being there when we needed you the most, when we thought we would not be able to make it. Thank you for helping us survive PA school in the midst of a pandemic, where anxiety, uncertainty, and fear embarked our lives. But you never let us down. Thank you for placing in our hearts this wonderful calling, this dream to become medical providers. Help us do your will. We thank you for all the family, friends, classmates, and mentors you sent our way to keep encouraging us and giving us support. They are angels. As we begin our next chapter, I pray that you continue giving us guidance, strength, and humility as we learn to grow as physician assistants, that we may serve you by using our knowledge and skills along with our compassion and empathy to serve patients. In your name we pray. Amen.
Good morning. It is certainly my great pleasure as Dean of the FSU College of Medicine to welcome the class of 2020 to this historic day. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and students of the College of Medicine, I would like to be the first to congratulate you, the FSU School of Physician Assistant Practice Class of 2020, to your commencement ceremony to confer on you the degree of Master's in Science in Physician Assistant Practice. We are unfortunately doing this virtually, much as we have hosted multiple student events over the last 9 months. We wish we were with you in person to congratulate you and thank you for your hard work and your contributions to our program and your communities over the past 27 months. You've helped mold our program for future classes, and you are now well trained to add immeasurably to the future health care workforce for Florida and beyond. As our first COVID PA class to graduate, we also want to thank you for your patience, your resilience, and your dedication to ensure that we completed all requirements to be here with us today. I thank your faculty for going above and beyond to keep you on track and for their innovation and creativity to ensure you had all the knowledge and skills necessary for your future. I welcome all the family and friends who are here with us today electronically who share in your joy, pride, and excitement. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Jim Zedeker, your leader and the founding program director of your program, who has built and nurtured this program from the very beginning. Thank you, Jim. We could not have done it without you. Dr. Zedeker.
Welcome, and thanks to all of you who are participating in this ceremony, celebrating the graduation and achievements of the Florida State University Physician Assistant Class of 2020. For all of us, 2020 will mean a lot of things as we reflect to this period in our lives. What started out as normal suddenly brought a period of uncertainty in most things, especially to your education and how we interacted with each other, as well as how we interacted with our friends and loved ones. In March, most PA programs, medical schools in unison, pulled their students from clinical rotations, and as a result, we had to quickly adapt to moving forward. Faculty and staff in both Tallahassee and at each regional campus worked together to develop alternatives to augment your learning until you were able to return to clinical rotations early this past summer. This was an unprecedented event in world history, and it was at times a bumpy transition, but your perseverance paid off, and we are here today, graduating on time. Since you arrived on multiple occasions, I have said to my family and colleagues that in 30 years of teaching, your class has stood out as an exceptional class. Chanda and I were privileged to welcome you to our home at Zed Acres for your Friendsgiving last fall, and I am proud to have the privilege of being your director. This year, you exceeded expectations and demonstrated what it means to be an FSU PA. Today, we are adapting once again as you graduate in a virtual format. Although the format has changed, I want to assure you that your accomplishments are front and center. I have no doubt, and I am speaking for your family, loved ones, faculty, and staff of the College of Medicine, when I say that we are all very proud of you. It is hard to believe, but it's been over 3 years since we first met when you interviewed for your seat in the program. Our inaugural class was in their first semester, and you eagerly arrived at the college, dressed for the occasion, and you gave us the opportunity to get to know you, and you also got to know us. Soon we called you and let you know of your acceptance. Our mission is to educate and prepare physician assistants to practice patient-centered healthcare in any clinical setting and to be responsive to community needs, especially through service to elder, rural, minority, and underserved populations throughout the state of Florida. With our mission in mind, for those sharing in today's celebration, I thought I would share some information about this class. Of the 50 selected for the class of 2020, 48% were residents of health profession shortage areas or populations, and 38% were residents of a medically underserved area or population. 94% were Florida residents, 30% were residents of the Panhandle, and in continuing with the tradition of Florida State University College of Medicine, this was one of the most diverse classes in PA education. A word we use a lot in this program is impact, and I would like to share with you a summary of your clinical year that gives us an example of the more than 500 medical conditions you encountered and what your clinical year looked like. As a class with 1 week remaining in your clinical training, you have documented over 76,879 hours in a clinical setting. Individually, you averaged over 1,700 hours and documented 56,000 individual patient encounters. Participated in the care of 2,347 patients presenting with chest pain. 759 of those were diagnosed as having myocardial infarctions or heart attacks. 12,124 patients with high blood pressure, over 6,000 patients with diabetes, and over 800 patients with a physical trauma. Finally, you provided over 92,000 screenings and provided counseling to over 42,600 patients that you encountered. You entered this program with diverse academic and experiential backgrounds. You came to the program with degrees from 17 universities, including biology, biomedical science, biochemistry, community development, psychology, medicine, international relations, public health, among many others. Each of you came to the program with prior clinical experience in areas such as medical assistants, respiratory therapists, researchers, athletic trainers, nutritionists, paramedics, and an internationally trained physician. You worked in offices, laboratories, the military, and medical centers, both large and small. And now that graduation is here, many of you have received job offers, while others may notice that the market is currently a little dry as a result of COVID. Do not lose faith and keep looking. As we begin to distribute the vaccine, life will get back to normal and those jobs will return. For those of you who accepted jobs, they will be working in family medicine, women's health, psychiatry, surgery, emergency medicine, urgent care, dermatology, and others. President Thrasher, Dean Fogarty, on behalf of the faculty and staff and students of the FSU PA program, I want to thank you and many others for the unwavering support that we have been giving since I have arrived just 5 years ago. It is the support of the university's leadership and the support of the leadership and faculty and staff of the College of Medicine, as well as the support given to us by our regional campus teams and clinical faculty, that ensures us that we are on our way to meeting our vision of becoming a national leader in PA education and preparing highly skilled, compassionate PAs to practice the highest quality 21st century patient-centered care. Finally, to the class of 2020, we are proud of you. You have met the challenges of this rigorous educational process in the most unprecedented circumstances to enter a profession in the practice of medicine. You are joining a profession and will be part of a team that is going to impact the lives of others throughout your careers. You have shown your commitment to your studies, your classmates, and your families and significant others, and I have no doubt that you have appreciated their support. Looking forward, we wish you the best of luck as you begin your career and encourage you to continue in the advancement of your profession, your knowledge, and the education of others. And we are now proud to call you colleagues. Congratulations. Now, I would like to introduce Cole Pomacats, class president from Orlando, Florida, who will reflect on the journey of the class of 2020.
I've had a long time to think about this speech. How I will start, what jokes to use, when I could take my dramatic pauses to look at the dark silhouettes of your families sitting in the front row. And honestly, by December of last year, I really thought I had it down. Well, needless to say, much has changed since then. And although I can't be with you all in person to help us celebrate, we can all still be with one another from the comfort of our own living rooms. So let me be the first, from way back in time, to welcome you all to the graduation of the PA class of 2020. To all of those joining us today, I hope you find yourselves healthy, happy, and surrounded by those you love. I want to thank you all for being here to help us celebrate this momentous achievement. To our families, friends, and loved ones, thank you. We really could not have done it without you. For many, myself included, you have invested in our futures. You provided us guidance when we felt lost. And most of all, you've helped dig us out from a seemingly endless amount of PowerPoint slides, procedure checklist, and testing. To each PA and College of Medicine faculty member, thank you for all that you've done to help us grow as medical providers. You undertook the monumental task of giving us a foundation for which to grow our medical knowledge. You taught us everything from disease pathology, anatomy, clinical decision-making, patient assessment, and on and on and on. So thank you. That's not to say that the experience has not been without its difficulties and its challenges. I hope that this program in the future creates an environment that lifts up its students, that supports them relentlessly, and that pushes them to be the best version of themselves, not only as students, but as people and providers. I hope these future students care for their patients with a respect, an integrity, and an empathy that they learn from you all. And like all of us here today, this program has achieved a lot, but still has plenty of room to grow. Finally, to my classmates, I have so many feelings and so little words for what we have accomplished. We have put in countless hours of study, sifted through endless coursework, and been exposed to an ever-changing clinical landscape unlike anything anyone has imagined. During our didactic year, we watched time pass not in days, but in the number of tests we had left until we could finally get some sleep. Many of us, you know who you are, were up well before the sun, and many of us were up well after it had set. The expectations were always high, and the pressure was always relentless. And yet we continued. We continued to our clinical year, a year no one had imagined. A global pandemic, stay-at-home orders, killer bees, and continued police brutality and marching in the streets. We're thrust into a world in desperate need of sound leadership and kind hearts. Leaders that will push to create a better world with better opportunities for all members of our community. When I think about our futures, I don't stress though. And it's because of people like you all. I've said it 1,000 times and I'll say it once again. You all are the most competent, resistant, and compassionate people I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. It's been hard. It's been really hard, and we've always found a way to keep moving forward. So let's keep moving. Let's keep learning and leading and teaching and caring for ourselves and one another. If you remember anything from today, remember this. Everyone around you, and myself included, are extremely proud of what you've accomplished, and I'm very excited to see what our futures hold. Let me leave you with this. Nelson Mandela once said, "People must learn to hate. And if they learn to hate, they can be taught to love. For love comes more naturally to the human heart. Man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden, but never extinguished. Smile. Part of every journey is the end. And congratulations, everyone. We made it.
Our commencement speaker today graduated from Syracuse University, then earned a graduate degree at the University of Texas, including his Ph.D. in biomedical sciences. Dr. Tom Morgan joined the FSU College of Medicine in 2009 as a postdoctoral fellow and is one of the founding faculty members of our PA program. He teaches clinical gross and radiographic anatomy and was involved in the development of the curriculum. I know our graduating PAs are grateful for Dr. Morgan's teaching and mentorship, but they're also grateful for another reason. He is the Director of Admissions for the PA program. You can't graduate if you don't get in. Here is our commencement speaker, Dr. Tom Morgan.
President Thrasher, Dean Fogarty, Dean Littles, Dean Zediker, our regional campus deans, distinguished guests, colleagues, family members, friends, and graduates of the class of 2020. Congratulations to all for making it to this commencement day of the class of 2020. I'm deeply honored to have been chosen to deliver this commencement address to this graduating class. I mean, I clearly deserve the honor. And while we're on this subject, I'm still bitter about our first graduating class for not choosing me, seriously. Luckily, our second graduating class has chosen more wisely. I've written the first class of 2019 out of my will and will be rescinding the golden scalpels that were awarded during their time in anatomy as a point of order, just to be straightforward. When I was told I had been given this honor, I got all excited to share with you how cool I am and how much I deserve this. But then I realized that this really is not about me. So I decided to act in a mature and professional manner and focus on why we are here. Share some wisdom, give some decent advice to our graduates, and maybe share some things with their families. If you Google commencement addresses, you get a litany of relevant quotes, stories, anecdotes even, about how these graduates should carry themselves into the future, how their families and friends should help to continue to support them, how they should overcome future obstacles, and basically tell the graduates how they can change the world and make it a better place. My advice may not be as grandiose and hyperbolic, but maybe you can take a little piece of this advice to heart, especially since it is one of kindness and following our collective FSU mission. So we will get to this. The other advice I was able to glean from my Googling was to keep the speech short and concise, along with keeping it at least original and mildly entertaining, but focusing on brevity. Let's look at some stats. There were 1,210 applications submitted for this class of 50. This gave each one of them approximately a 4% chance of getting a seat in our program when they hit the submit button in the application portal. Their collective math and science GPA average was 3.55. Their first semester of PA school involved 7 full-time classes that also included a clinical gross anatomy course with full body dissection. There were 32 golden scalpels awarded to this class by the anatomy faculty for excellence in clinical anatomy. This class decided that a good nickname for me was the Reaper, as in grim. This was because they saw me for every didactic assessment they attempted at the College of Medicine. As their admin for the online testing platform, I helped deliver approximately 160 assessments with 7,850 questions covering over 5,500 outcomes and objectives prescribed by the RPA, accrediting body, over the first 4 semesters of didactic training. The pressure continued as I migrated out of their clinical training at the regional campuses, with weekly assessments and end-of-rotation exams as they progressed in their training. They have one more assessment left, and I hope they make all of us proud with their collective pants performance shortly. Here's what our graduates have to look forward to once they pass their pants. From 2012 to 2018, the average salary for certified PAs increased 15.7%, with the average salary being $110,000 in 2018. From 2013 to 2018, the rate of certified PAs per 100,000 people increased from 31 to 40. This is especially important as 13% of U.S. patients currently live in a county with less than 1 primary care physician per 2,000 patients. Recent research indicates that this shortage will only worsen in the years to come, and fewer providers choose to enter primary care and more age into retirement. The increase in the number of PA programs provides some hope in this regard, as the number of PA education programs increased from 180 in 2013 to 238 in 2018. The PA workforce continues to grow with 131,000 certified PAs in 2018, up 37.2% over the last 5 years. Your collective future looks bright. These numbers may be a bit off currently due to our current health crisis, but I have a good feeling about science prevailing moving forward through the next year. So now the heartfelt emotion part of the address. If there was one message that I believe I consistently shared with this class, it was no whining. I've been a teacher and a coach for most of my adult life. So cheering these learners on comes easily, and helping show them that whining and the accompanying drama that whining brings would not be tolerated and is a waste of their time and energy. My straightforward no whining advice, though, has tempered with age to include kindness and gratitude. I've tried to sprinkle in these additional bits of advice while telling the graduates to not whine, which can be a full-time job at times. So let me expand on that briefly. Decades ago, when I was a younger man, I never really paid attention to missions and mission statements, but lately I've become a big proponent of what we do here at FSU, and part of our mission statement reads, to be responsive to community needs, especially through service to elder, rural, minority, and underserved populations throughout the state of Florida. It was during a rural trip, the rural experience we take our students on, that I learned about the true hardships that are experienced by many in my own backyard and the incredible impact these graduates could have on the people they encounter moving forward from today. It is not that I was unaware of the underserved populations, the struggles and the hardships that way too many, it seems, have to endure. It is that I really never was in a position to do anything about it or make a lasting impact. But you, the members of this graduating class, should feel immensely lucky to be in the position you are currently in. You have a bachelor's degree and now a graduate degree with a solid career just waiting for you to get involved. You'll be able to deliver much-needed health care to that undocumented worker with an average life expectancy of less than 50 years due to the conditions that they endure. The single mom that's working 2 to 3 jobs, those in frontline services that are just trying to get by in their day-to-day struggle. These people will be your patients, and they will expect you to treat them for their issues with the utmost professionalism and respect. Recognize where they are coming from and try some kindness along with the medicine. You will work with other medical professionals, docs, nurses, and other staff throughout your day-to-day. Do not limit your kindness to just your patients. You will also go home after a long day to your loved ones. Sharing your day's experiences many times can reverberate to the negative, and you might tend to forget why you even chose the path you are on, why the home you call home is a home, and why you love the people you love. If you find yourself in that rut, do not whine about it. Try some gratitude and recognize how lucky you are to be sitting in that home with people you care about and that you have such a cool job as a PA. That is a no whining plan for all. I will finish with a quote from George Saunders, a professor at Syracuse, my undergraduate alma mater. He spoke about his regrets and his failures and struggles, the directions he took during good and bad times. It resonated with me because I feel like we shared many of the same life lessons and we had similar lists of issues and regrets. He said this to a class of arts and science graduates at Syracuse, and his words struck with me. What I regret most in my life are failures of kindness, those moments when another human being was there, in front of me, suffering, and I responded sensibly, reservedly, mildly. So be grateful that you get to interact with and treat other humans with care and hopefully compassion and kindness. Think of your career choice as a privilege. Don't let yourself become indifferent as you get older and perhaps a little wiser than you are now. Be grateful for what you have, where you have come from, and measure yourself by the kindness and gratitude that you can spread. Thank you, and be the ball.
As a small token of our appreciation, we presented Dr. Morgan with a handmade pen commemorating his roles in today's virtual ceremony. I would like to introduce Florida State University President John Thrasher and Dr. Alma Littles, Senior Associate Dean for Medical Education and Academic Affairs. President Thrasher will confer the degree Master of Science in Physician Assistant Practice. Dr. Littles will present the candidates. Dr. Brigida Cintron and Dr. Robert Tomko were chosen to serve as faculty marshals for today's ceremony.
Will the candidates for the Master of Science in Physician Assistant Practice degree please rise wherever you are at this moment? President Thrasher, I have the honor, on behalf of the faculty of the Florida State University College of Medicine School of Physician Assistant Practice, to present the candidates for the Master of Science degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Florida Board of Governors and the Florida State University Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree of Master of Science in Physician Assistant Practice. We extend to you our heartiest congratulations.
Again, while this is a virtual ceremony, Dr. Brigida Cintron and Dr. Robert Tomko were selected for the honor of serving as faculty marshals in the bestowing of the regalia. Our first graduates to be recognized are from the Daytona Beach Regional Campus. They will be announced by Mr. Ricardo Martin and will be hooded by their campus dean, Dr. Lucky Dunn.
Alex Cervantes. Erini Foutopoulos. Ellery D. Guy. Denise Lee Hardy. Kaylee Coons. Jordan Ritchie. Scott Stearns. Jacob Warpinski Bidding.
The next graduates we will recognize are from the Fort Pierce Regional Campus. They will be announced by Ms. Nicole Cowett and be hooded by their campus dean, Dr. Juliette Lomax-Homier.
Michael Antonis. Alston Calderon. Leah Clegg. Lauren Hemstreet. Curtis Nyarko. Jolie Quiseno. Laken Sprenger.
Next will be the graduates from the Orlando Regional Campus, announced by Mr. John Burns and hooded by their campus dean, Dr. Joan Meek.
Sarah Almasheka. Brianna Bianca Bacchus. Alexandria Beamer. Alexandra Lineberry. Erica McLean, Cole Pomikaz, Ayana Rentz, Ashley Schulte, Mary Beth Shields, Michael Chi Buong,
Now we will have graduates of the Pensacola Regional Campus announced by Ms. Erin Thompson and hooded by their campus dean, Dr. Paul McLeod.
Megan Emmons Albano, Sydney Barrington, Jessica Belford, Millicent Nowak, Mary Owens, Jennifer Pandolfi, Candy Tran,
Next will be our graduates from the Sarasota Regional Campus, announced by Ms. Megan Verdani and hooded by Dr. Nicole Bensey.
Cassidy Ray Clark, Mason Fish, Eliza Gomez, Kayla Marie Kolenko, Amanda McDonald, Alexander Monterre, Jonathan Prisblick. Jennifer Rodriguez.
Now introducing our graduates from the Tallahassee Regional Campus that's led by Dr. Sandeep Rahandale. They will be announced by Ms. Cassandra Utes and hooded by Dr. James Zedeker.
Lee Castles. Sarah K. Compton. Amanda Ortiz. Courtney Roush. George Salama. Brian Seipel. Devin Vasquez. Jose Jagras.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in celebrating the FSU College of Medicine Physician Assistant Class of 2020. Dr. Benjamin Smith has been selected by the students to administer the Physician Assistant Oath.
Now please join me in the oath. I also invite all physician assistants in attendance who wish to renew their oath to stand and recite with the class of 2020. I will read each line and please repeat each line after me. I pledge to perform the following duties with honesty and dedication.
I pledge to perform the following duties with honesty and dedication.
I will hold as my primary responsibility the health, safety, welfare, and dignity of all human beings.
I will hold as my primary responsibility the health, safety, welfare, and dignity of all human beings.
I will uphold the tenets of patient autonomy, beneficence, non-maleficence, and justice.
I will uphold the tenets of patient autonomy, beneficence, non-maleficence, and justice.
I will recognize and promote the value of diversity.
I will recognize and promote the value of diversity.
I will treat equally all persons who seek my care.
I will treat equally all persons who seek my care.
I will hold in confidence the information shared in the course of practicing medicine.
I will hold in confidence the information shared in the course of practicing medicine.
I will assess my personal capabilities and limitations, striving always to improve my medical practice.
I will assess my personal capabilities and limitations, striving always to improve my medical practice.
I will actively seek to expand my knowledge and skills, keeping abreast of advances in medicine.
I will actively seek to expand my knowledge and skills, keeping abreast of advances in medicine.
I will work with other members of the healthcare team to provide compassionate and effective care of patients.
I will
work with other members of the healthcare team
to provide
compassionate and effective care of patients.
I will use my knowledge and experience to contribute to an improved community.
I will use my knowledge and experience to contribute to an improved community.
I will respect my professional relationship with the physician.
I will respect my professional relationship with the physician.
I will share and expand knowledge within the profession.
I will share and expand knowledge within the profession.
These duties I pledge with sincerity and upon my honor.
These duties I pledge with sincerity and upon my honor.
Congratulations, fellow colleagues.
It is certainly my great pleasure to welcome you, our second class of PAs, as FSU medical alumni. We expect to see you at future reunions and to hear all the wonderful accomplishments each of you will experience as our graduates.
I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to all of you. I have thoroughly enjoyed working with you, and I know you're going to be wonderful PAs. So in the words of the best graduation speech ever given, wear sunscreen. Now go out there and help the world become a better place.
Hello, class of 2020. I know that this is likely not how you would imagine your graduation to be after all of your hard work. However, I hope that you'll celebrate in the fact that you're needed now perhaps more than ever before. Collectively, you will hold the health of millions of patients in your hands over your careers. Although this is really an enormous responsibility, it means that you can have an enormous impact on the well-being of countless families and communities. So as you enter your specialties or new disciplines in the clinic, I'll give you the same advice I give my own children. Whatever you do, do it as hard as you can and as well as you can. You'll inspire others, and you'll always be able to be proud of yourself. I'm certainly proud of all of you. Best wishes as you take your next step.
Hey guys, just want to tell you congratulations. I really enjoyed working with you. It's been a great year. Your class is a special class. I look forward to graduation. I look forward to you guys progressing from the student status and one day when we become colleagues. Best of luck, be safe, and it gives a blast. I enjoyed working with you. Take care.
Congratulations, class of 2020. You've worked so hard over the past few years, and we, the faculty at FSU, are so proud to call you graduates of the FSU PA program. Keep up the great work.
This is Jim Colley, Professor of PA Studies at Florida State. I would like to congratulate the graduating class of 2021. Congratulations on your hard work and on your success in completing the PA curriculum at Florida State. We wish you all the best. Congratulations once again, and welcome to the PA profession.
Congratulations to you all. I am so proud of you and your accomplishments. This has been a season of great change, but also a season of monumental growth for you as a physician assistant student. I hope you really take the time to reflect on all you've accomplished. There have been countless hours of studying, attending lectures, performing patient scenarios and clinical procedures, gross anatomy dissections, and many more didactic studies. And most recently, the patient care that you've learned to provide. I'm excited to call you colleagues and cannot wait to see the wonderful providers that you will be. I will miss you all, but know that you were trained, confident, knowledgeable, and compassionate physician assistants. Job well done, guys. Go Knowles.
You know, it's bad enough that I had to take valuable time from my busy day to write a graduation speech. Now I got to give you a 30-second congratulations, little ditty-doo-dah, whatever it is. From the bottom of my heart, I'm going to miss you guys, and I wish you luck as you progress through your PA career, and thank you.
I would like to congratulate you on your upcoming graduation. This congratulation extends to all your families and loved ones who made this team possible. Your successful completion of the clerkships during this time of extraordinary disruption, not only to our everyday life, but also to the healthcare system you'll be entering, shows your ability to step up your game and meet all the challenges. You've set a standard that'll be used to measure future PA classes' abilities to succeed and, more importantly, to persevere. Having successfully come through this period, I know that you are more than prepared for your professional careers. I know I speak for all the faculty when I tell you how proud we are of all of you and what you've accomplished, just as you should be very proud of everything you have achieved in PA school. Very soon, the United States healthcare system is going to show immediate improvement, and it's going to remain that way because you're going to become part of it.
PA Class of 2020, our colleagues and friends, congratulations. Please know of my tremendous gratitude to have contributed in a small way to your obtaining your goal of becoming a clinically practicing PA. Dr. Eugene A. Stead, Jr., the father of our profession, stated the following: "Each day I get up with a smile and get up and smile because today will bring a surprise, and over my career in life, most surprises have been pleasant." Look every day for the surprises that will come. Remain thirsty for the opportunities to serve. You will do much good as you remain patient-focused and strive to contribute to your community. Always seek lifelong learning opportunities. Maintain grit. Be prepared for the many opportunities that will come. All the very best to each of you.
Congratulations, students. It's been a long, strange trip, but you're all here and you've worked hard for this moment. I wish we could all be together to celebrate, but I just want to tell you it was a pleasure teaching you. You've worked so hard, and welcome to the profession.
Class of 2020, I'm so glad that the time has come for you to fly out of the nest. I rushed here. In fact, I didn't rush here. I rushed to our old classroom, 1302 from clinic, and I wore the same thing I wore from clinic when I saw you guys in action. And you guys are graduating, so that's an extra incentive for me to stay healthy so I can avoid all of you out in the real world. No, actually, I'm honored if any of you or any one of you were my healthcare provider. So I wish you all the best, and my prayers are with you, and I hope to have a better 2021 with you in it as healthcare providers. Cheers.
It truly is a pleasure and honor to be sharing this special graduation day with you. It's more than fair to say that your journey through the PA program has not been an easy one. As if the rigors of the curriculum were not enough, you had to deal with a major hurricane in your very first semester, and you're now finishing the program in the COVID-19 pandemic. As corny as it may sound, none of us, even those with a 2020 vision, could have predicted the events of the year 2020. And yet, the challenges of the hurricanes, the ever more demanding curriculum, and the need to complete your education under trying conditions brought by the pandemic, all that, it seems, was a preparation and an excellent training for what's ahead of you. As healthcare providers in these difficult times, you are faced with extraordinary challenges. But we have watched you tackle all the obstacles with perseverance, strength, and compassion that have carried you to the place you're at right now. I'm sure you will succeed in all you do in the future. On this special day, I wish you all the best. Congratulations, Class of 2020.
Class of 2020, congratulations on your well-deserved success. Your graduation proves all of your hard work and determination. I'm so happy to share this excitement of this day with you. I know it has been a challenging year, but you have made it, and your future looks bright. I'm so proud of all of you for this great accomplishment. I can't wait to see what the future holds for all of you PAs. Keep up the good work. Wishing you all the best on this special day and good luck for the future. Congratulations.
Class of 2020, congratulations. I am so happy and proud of you and all of your accomplishments, and so blessed to know each of you during this 27th month journey. I hope we can stay in touch in the coming months and years. My year 2020 will not be remembered for this mask, but for this, all of you. I send my love and warm wishes for an exciting career. Love you guys.